Hi, hey YouTube, we back. Uh, Still in the same recording session slash stream. Been going on for 8 hours and 47 minutes. This is where I want to go. Oh. Processes and best practices astral plane exhibition. Summary. The Astral Exhibition was originally built for the astronauts to use as a training location, a place to grow accustomed to the sights and sounds of the astral plane before diving into the real thing. We could have done a better job with it, but Redacted was being stingy with the budget. However, once we discovered the Redacted, we decided to repurpose the space similar to how zoos hope familiar surroundings will affect the well-being of their animals. We hope to observe the Redacted's behavior in an environment similar to its home dimension. So far, it just breaks everything we put in with it, but Rome wasn't built in a day. Refer to File 319-3811 for full report. Addendum. New naming conventions have been established for astral entity known as the Astral Spike. Outdated terms in this report have been redacted. Oh, okay. Huh.
An early hypothesis was that the mindscape of the astral plane is subjective, but that was fast proven wrong. It's an actual place, not a construct of the mind, even though it is with our minds that we enter and experience it. But then one could argue that that's the case with all reality. We've been able to record footage of the astral plane by monitoring the brain activity of those experiencing it. That is the only concrete material that has come out of the astral plane expeditions. Apart from one shocking exception. In the astral plane footage, we're always in the vicinity of the pyramid. We've concluded that this, not the entire plane, is what the board controls. We have glimpsed movement, native species, always in the distance, and yet contact was made. We don't have footage of this, a technical malfunction, but when one of our astronauts returned, a brain cloud, an astral fugue, had hitchhiked a ride in his head. It ruptured out, killing the subject in question. It's a relentless predator, pursuing thoughts, minds, lethal to those the entity feeds on. Proper containment protocols are to be observed when dealing with it.
Oh yeah, we found one of those earlier.
I can't believe they keep that thing here.
Hey, do I actually kill this thing? Oops. Man, it's really messing up the place. Real thing is, oh. I think I see what I need to do. Question is it gonna come in here? Not gonna come in? I need another one. I actually see what I'm supposed to do now. Come on. Oh man.
What was the Bureau doing with that thing?
Oh, nose. My fair lady.
Someone answer, damn it! We need backup down here.
Marshall, are you still there? Shit. We're so close. We need to hurry.
Alrighty, finally. Hope that isn't an actual brain.
If anyone is listening, we've encountered heavy resistance. We've fallen back to the left department. All agents are ordered to converge here.
Marshall, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who is this?
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden. Hold on. I'm sending the elevator for you. We need to talk.
You got that right. More of you? Really?
Oh, shite. Now, before we go, think this is the one. Process and... no, that is not it. Is that it? Hold on. No. Okay. Processes and best practices astronaut program summary. This report serves as an introductory guide to the astronaut program, including candidate requirements, training practices, and astral research procedures. Astronauts are chosen individuals who explore and document the astral plane by making physical contact with the X-ray light box. See case file OOP 18 for details. In the hypnosis lab, a section of the parapsychology division, physical and physiological training is vital for the repeated transition between planes known as dives. After each dive, astronauts must undergo a redacted session in cognitive recording chairs to record their experience in the plane. Gathered data has conclusively proven that redacted within the astral plane vary between the astronauts. On a rare occasion, these dives can result in losses, often occurring when teams encounter aggressive astral entities. Refer to file 829-1838 for full report. HISS cluster. Field research on this entity. HISS cluster. Confidential. Summary. HISS clusters are unique in that they are concentrated manifestations of HISS resonance without the need of a host. HISS clusters are dense spherical compression of HISS resonance that serves support functions in the hierarchy of HISS entities. The clusters are capable of replenishing HISS hosts with infusions of resonance. This does not heal any physical damage inflicted on the organic host, but rather seems to rejuvenate them, allowing them to endure most bodily harm than normally possible. The fact that the HISS make an effort to preserve its corrupted host underlines a level of awareness and discretion that was previously just speculated on my part. Can this entity be considered an individual or simply an extension of the HISS as a whole? Capturing one alive would be quite interesting. Refer to file redacted for full report. Okay. Is there anything added onto this?
An early hypothesis was that the mindscape of the astral plane is subjective. But that was fast proven wrong. It's an actual place, not a construct of the mind, even though it is with our minds that we enter and experience it. But then one could argue that that's the case with all reality. We've been able to record footage of the astral plane by monitoring the brain activity of those experiencing it. That is the only concrete material that has come out of the astral plane expeditions. Apart from one shocking exception. In the astral plane footage, we're always in the vicinity of the pyramid. We've concluded that this, not the entire plane, is what the board controls. We have glimpsed movement, native species, always in the distance, and yet contact was made. We don't have footage of this, a technical malfunction, but when one of our astronauts returned,
we're just
brain
in
cloud,
there.
an astral fugue had hitchhiked a ride in his head. It ruptured out, killing the subject in question. It's a relentless predator pursuing thoughts, minds, lethal to those the entity feeds on. Proper containment protocols are to be observed when dealing with it.
Okay. I'm not gonna bother with that. I don't think I'm quite ready for that yet. No, I don't think I ever got those goodies in the utilization of paranatural elements, rethinking groupthink. Summary. This study extends the works of Irving Jania, Robert Barron, and others by promoting strong causal links between groupthink and passive or active use of telepathy. To prove these connections, the parapsychology department carried out variations of Solomon Asch's original conformity experiments using a telepathic individual as a subject. See experiments redacted for details. Extensive qualitative and quantitative data resulting from these experiments was used to identify telepathic interference within the group. Further empirical findings suggest measures can be taken to safeguard against telepathic influence on behaviors by engaging in redacted rather boldly. This paper stands to revolutionize decades of groupthink theory and provide new directions for further experimentation on the mind, including manipulation of redacted and redacted. Refer to File 318-2849 for full report. The question is, did I get everything that was in here? No, I'm not going that way. Seem to be anything in there that I want. Yeah, that's the way I came from. Oh, I see. But what's the hypnosis lab? I'm gonna go that way just yet. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go the way I'm supposed to. Okay. Huh. That's a weird elevator, not gonna lie.
Marshall is waiting for you in the luck lab, just down the hall.
Oh. Decent restrooms again. Oh, my poor man. Rubber duck. AI 52 AE. I think that means altered item. Yeah, altered item 52. Okay. Discovered in the home of Agent Redacted after his young daughter complained of being followed by her rubber duck. According to the Agent Redacted, the matter was ignored, believed to be the result of a child's imagination, until he began to hear the quacking at night. After discovering the item hiding in this daughter's closet, he brought it to the Bureau for study. Update. It was discovered that Agent Redacted was bringing known paranatural materials into his home, illegally taking them outside the oldest house. How this may have affected the creation of an altered item is being investigated. Agent Redacted has been terminated. Oh. Hope it wasn't you. It's a poor man. I assume poor man, but could be poor lady. I don't know.
Marshall's eager to speak with you, ma'am. She's just down the hall.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's go ahead and get this done. Oh. I know where this is.
There you are. I was starting to worry. Congratulations on your appointment, Director Phaeton. I'm Helen Marshall, head of Bureau Operations. Zachariah's dead then, and I assume you found his gun.
Just call me Jesse. Trench told me to find you. He said you could help.
And he told you this through the hotline. Makes sense.
None of this phases her? Really?
Here's the situation. Darling created the HRAs in a lab nearby. We need more if we're gonna survive this attack. My rangers can't secure the lab alone, not against those things. We need more firepower.
At least she seems to know what's going on here. She could know about Dylan.
I can clear out the hiss. I'll be your firepower.
That's a good answer.
Is she testing me?
Darling has systems in place to protect his labs. This should help you get past them.
Increased
We'll talk more
clearance?
after you clear out the hiss.
Did I get increased clearance?
Rangers, let her through. We'll have to lock the door behind you. Sorry, but we can't risk a breach.
No.
Collins, what's the situation?
Squad C hasn't made it back. They're still out there.
I see Rangers over there. We have to help them.
Oh. That thing gone ASAP. Gosh. Man, only one survives. Ugh. See if there's anything in here. Or if I can even get in here. Yes, I can. Okay, I need to go look at that real quick. Let's see here. Problem with the initiative proposal, the threshold kids. Problem. With the recent arrival of the Redacted, there are certain glaring gaps in the Bureau's ability to educate and raise a young Redacted. There are no other Redacted for Redacted to play with, and Redacted is expected to learn about a frightening new concepts. Solution. Redacted will require a slow, Redacted-friendly introduction to paranatural topics. With this in mind, allow me to introduce The Threshold Kids, a television show in which a cast of cheerful puppets explain the dangers of living at the Bureau, but also show the fun side of the paranat. I'm gonna tell you right now, you failed. Budget would be minimal. Yeah, I see that. I took a few puppet making courses at my local community center. We have research staff building the sets, record the footage, and even do the voices. It will be good for morale, and I guarantee Redacted will respond positively to these videos. We can't expect a Redacted to enjoy lectures and people in lab coats, but as television has proven for years, Redacted love puppets. I'm gonna say a lot of those Redacteds were kids and children. And child. Okay, the Warped. Field research on Hiss entity, Hiss Warped agent. The Hiss Warped field, the Hiss Warped wield only paranatural abilities similar to drifters. They are able to telekinetically shield themselves with nearby material and launch objects at their target. These entities are particularly destructive and difficult to kill, possibly indicating a greater internal reinforcement of Hiss residents. Why do certain Hiss display paranatural abilities while others rely on Bureau firearms? Do certain corrupted entities have less potential than the hosts that become Hiss warp? Or is this perhaps an indication of evolution or maturation of the Hiss corruption? Are there other stages of evolution yet to be found? What if a Hiss inhabits a host for a month, a year? Do hosts expire after a certain amount of time? Does corruption become too strong for an organic body to endure? Only time and well-documented observation will tell. Refer to file Redacted for full report. No, I bet by the time that this is all and done over with, they're definitely gonna go and look at it. Let's see who. That's 23. We're getting rid of that. Sure. Well, we're good. Oh. Personally, I think this would be great for Spinner, and that's great for that. That's what I think. This is such a big area. Alright. Oh, I got a, Oh, that requires 6. What the heck? This is a place we'll come back later. Alrighty. Examination of paranatural topics. Experimentation with global synchronicity. Summary. As a test, television sets were placed in a variety of locations around the world inside rooms identically decorated. The hypothesis was that by identically altering the decor of every room and then changing the channel in every room but one, that the single differing television would spontaneously align the incoming frequency to match its synchronized counterparts. The experiment seemed like a failure until it was observed that the agents responsible for arranging and monitoring these rooms were all experiencing the same emotional turmoil as the one clinically depressed member of the team, himself being located in the eastern part of Redacted. Psychological examination of the agents proved the correlation. Interestingly, the phenomenon of synchronicity did occur, but not in the way we predicted. Refer to file 187-3452 for full report. Yeah. I don't think I'm supposed to come here yet. It's just a guess. Okay. Good night. I guess I'll just leave this room. There's none really in here for me. And go ahead and head on this. Oh wow! Look at all that left part. Wow. Okay. Oh. Oof. That's a lot. Give me the goodies. I think I saw those somewhere else before. Oh, whatever. I don't know if there's anything else in here. For this?
Altered item number 52AE analysis, session 2. I will begin by introducing various stimuli to the item. First, a low voltage electric shock. No response. Next, I will introduce heat via a standard Bunsen burner. No response. Next, a series of solutions will be applied, each with a different value on the pH scale from 0 to 14. response to any value. Next, I will attempt to communicate. Can you understand me? Can you understand my words? Quack if you can understand my words. No response. This concludes session 2. We'll need time to prepare further tests.
Whack. Hardly nothing on a lot of these. Well, whatever.
This way to the lab? Okay. You must like these HRAs. Sounds like Darling built them. And most of the things around here. If Marshall can't help us with Dylan, he's our next best bet. Assuming he's not dead. Or taken over by the hiss.
Can't get there yet, but someday. Someday I will. Actually, I could probably get in there. Maybe. I'm a little lazy about that right now. Oh. I think that was going to be harder than it was.
You let me here. Any idea how to make it work?
Tell me this is the large-scale HRA.
Hello again, Director. It appears we have a new problem. We need to get the HRA machine working.
I've replaced a couple of spark plugs, but this looks a bit more complicated.
Darling must have had a system. Randomness isn't in his nature. The punch cards, the symbols, the terminals. How do they connect?
I'll see what I can do.
I know one thing. Ooh, yes, gimme. Utilization of paranatural elements. Black rock prisms. Oh, I think I know what those are. Those were, I think, back in that other area. Black rock prisms are unique formations of black rock, distinct in both their shape and potency. While the density of black rock dampens paranatural forces, the unique redacted structure of prisms retained frequencies in the range redacted to redacted hertz with perfect redacted harmonization. This report analyzes the results, focusing on a redacted through a harmonized prism on a redacted methods for Methods for imprinting of non-physical fields onto redacted, imbuing them with properties of harmonized resonance redacted in the prism, will be explored and expected. Refer to file redacted for full report.
So, we need to find all the punch cards.
Wonder if this is a clue.
Each punch card should correspond to a terminal.
This is 4. I don't think this is the solution, but 5? Like I said, I don't think. Okay, 3.
These whiteboard drawings may be important.
Go ahead and take them all out. It's quite clear.
It looks like he was working on something to do with these symbols.
So we know they all have numbers. The 1 must be that.
What do the symbols mean?
Yeah, 1 must be that. I think that's what that means, is 1 has to be that. 4, I mean, yeah, 4 is either that.
What do these whiteboards mean?
Wait, no, 4's? 4's up there, so...
Try different combinations. One of them has to work.
Okay, so the last one can't be that. The 5 cannot be that. So one is for sure. One is for sure that. Two and 3 cannot be. Seeing that. I think. Okay, so 2 and 3 can. Okay, so let's try to. Okay, so 5 can't be that. Wait, but which one did I put in there? No. Try this one. Let's try. Switching them around. There we go.
The prism shattered. Darling's prototypes have a lot of issues. We need a new plan. We need more Blackrock prisms to make this machine work. Darling has another lab, down in the Blackrock processing site and maintenance. That must be where he keeps the prisms.
I've been to maintenance already. I can find my way.
But how long will that take? Nothing here is simple. I need to ask her now, before I go.
I need something from you first. What do you know about Dylan Faden?
I knew this was coming. Lives are at stake here, and we need this machine working to save those lives. Once that is done, Director Faden, then we can talk.
She's right. As much as I don't want to admit it, I'm the only one who can help.
Fine. I'll get the prisms first.
Dylan will have to wait just a little longer.
But don't call me Director. Jesse is fine.
I'll call you Faden. Here, you'll need this keycard.
Thanks.
Finally.
Emily Pope has set up a base in Executive. Once I have the prism, I'll meet you there.
Right. I'll move out immediately. And keep an eye out for Darling. Finding him might be the key to stopping the hiss.
Yeah.
It's just one large-scale HRA. It's there now. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance. That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us and keeping us from being wiped out.
Oh, wow.
Here, this will lead back to Central Research.
Okay. Hey. Oh. Okay. Pretty sure I'll be notified when that happens. Ooh, I'm gonna have to end the episode here soon. I think I'll do that once, I don't think I've ever been to the elevator for maintenance. Oh, no, wait, I have.
Marshall knows something about Dylan. Is he here? Is he all right? HRAs first. They'll help save everyone, including Dylan, once I find him. Can you keep him safe? Like you do with me?
Okay. That's gonna be it for me for this episode, YouTube. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the content, and if you want to see more, please hit that bell icon. And if you want to watch this live, head on over to my Twitch channel through the link in the description box below. And while you're there, if you would, please hit the follow button. It helps me out immensely. And I would be very... Oh, it also helps you out, because it'll let you notify when I go live. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me. I'll see you next time. Bye.